welcome to TBR Harvest Kickoff Sprints. I see that we have people already ready in the comments. Jenny is ready. Also, Adventures in Fantasy. Hello, Glenda's here. Also, Alicia's here. Good afternoon. We're doing well. We're ready to be productive on this first day of October. We're going to start off strong. Will we continue throughout the month? We'll see. But for now, we're going to be productive. And you're reading, The Flat Share, a romance that a lot of people really like. That author, I know that a lot of people like that. Sammy's here too. Hello, all the way from the other coast. Welcome. Also, we have Andy here, as people may notice, our cat guest. We always love to see him. His fluffy body, I love it. Jojo's here too. Hello. Hope your morning's going well. Sammy's reading So Thirsty. Oh my gosh, the new publication. I'm on hold for this. Will I get it this month? Probably not. Bronwyn's here too. Hello, Taylor. Glenda saying hello to Danny, my guest. We've also got Julie. Hello, Julie. Carpe Demon. I love that name. Tia's here. Solar, hello. Oh, you've done your first roll. You're prepared. What was your first roll? Let us know. And yes, we're having a good time. We've got friends on screen. Anna Maria's here. Hello. Yes. Oh my gosh, the 1st of October. I am buzzing. I'm so excited that it's the 1st of October. Stacy's here too. Yes. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited that people are going to be reading this with us. I promise I'm going to introduce us. I just want to get through the hellos really quickly because I know that the chat can get kind of out of control. Excited to start these. Yes, Alex. Woohoo. Everyone is greeting each other, which I love to see. We're just a communal community, aren't we? Probably to start Immortal Dark. You know who's also reading that right now? Rainy. I think she's enjoying it. Abs is here too. Hello. Oh, and Andy. I know everyone's got to greet Andy in the comments. Tress of the Emerald Sea. Listen, that is on my list of things to read as well. Going to switch between October art challenges. Oh, I love that. And reading How to Bite Your Neighbor and Win a Wager. What? What is that? That sounds like such a fun title. I know. I don't even know. What? Swag is here. Hello. So we've gotten through some of the hellos, feeling good about it. What are we up to today? Well, we are going to be reading our first books for the month, which is very exciting. I am reading Chaos at the Lazy Bones Bookshop. This is for my first choice on the spinner wheel, and I decided to just do everything. So I put all the prompts on a spinner wheel. By the end of the month, I'm hoping to finish one of the boards that way. We'll see if that happens. So I'm doing it for Trick or Treat. And I'm actually going to be doing it for the Jack-o'-lantern because this is the only book that I own that is got a pumpkin on the cover. And what's really lovely about it, it's a cozy mystery that's also a biblio mystery. So if people are doing the haunted house and need a biblio narrative, it's dedicated to booksellers everywhere, which I think is really sweet and lovely. But, you know, without further ado, we know who I am. Danny Dabbles, one of our official harvesters as well. How are you, Danny, and what are you doing today?
I'm doing well. I am, like you said, starting my first book of the TBR Harvest, and I also, stretching because I have Andy in my lap, I am going to escape the corn maze, and I'm going to catch all the cats. And this is actually a cat read. It's the last cat read I got when I rolled. It's for Witchy Vibes.
I love it. Very nice. Look at us representing 2 of the 3 boards today. And I'm sure people in the comments might be representing the haunted house. Let us know which boards you're doing, by the way. Paranormal read, but with a mostly black cover because going for the cats. Yes, get the cats. I have a black cat, obviously, down here to represent for you all. Also, Levy's here. Hello, Ochizoku. Let me know if I'm saying that right. I'm still cooking dinner, but then I will be reading The Illustrated Man by Ray Bradbury, a classic, finishing it. I don't think it matters that I'm bringing it. No, it doesn't. Yeah, go ahead. I have a handful of books that I'm in the middle of. I think like 7 or 8. It's terrible. I didn't finish them in September. And, I will be counting them for prompts if I can. 100%. Also working right now, but popping in to say hi. Oh, thanks. I appreciate it, Pucks. Monique is here too. Happy October. Glad to have everybody here. I promise I won't be sing-song all day. I'm just pumped. I'm just having a good time. Hello, Steph. Finishing last book of September, Bespelled by Laura Thalassa. Then we'll be picking up House of Bane and Blood. I know that Brittany was reading that some point, I think, but she hasn't picked it up in a little while. Think gonna attempt to read Crave again. Sounds good. Undertaking of Heart and Mercy, Alex. I've been seeing this title around. I don't know if it's going to be for me because it seems like it's like a romance, like a paranormal romance, but I do want to read it. Maybe it's not paranormal. Maybe it's just fantastical. Had this up in the background and I'm reading emails. Oh my gosh, Tennille, good luck. The music started and I was trying to figure out what tab, where is the music coming from? That is me every day. Me thinking like I've got too many tabs open in my head and I'm just like, what is happening? Where is the music coming from? I need to figure out what's going on. Servasha's here too, trying to read 20 books this month, starting with Historical Mystery. Ooh, I love that. The Red Palace by June Her. I've never heard of it. I hope it's good. Also, the word nerd, Margaret's here. So for those of you who are new, typically on Tuesdays, I will transfer you over to someone else who's sprinting right after me because we're only here for 4 hours. And today we will be transferring over to Fablin's kickoff sprints because I know a lot of us are doing both. Actually, I'm doing both, and I'm one of the hosts for one of the teams. And I'm really lucky because this fits for the first prompt for Act 1, which is great. But if you stay with us for 4 hours and you need more sprinting, don't worry. This will immediately redirect you guys to Margaret's channel, which is perfect. Hope you're doing well, Margaret, on the first day of your competitive readathon. Jenny's reading Humane Sacrifice by Felix D. DeMario. Ooh, that sounds like a great title. Scary title, for sure. We'll be starting Certain Dark Things. Oh, hello, Paula. I feel like I haven't seen you in a little while. Hope you're doing well. Reading Good Girl, Bad Blood. Also, Camilla's here. Also reading Chaos at the Lazy Bones. I hope it's good. It's a cozy mystery, which can be hit or miss for me, but I think it's going to be perfect for the season. And then Shayna, off today. Yes, off October 1st. I have off on the 31st of October. I made sure to request it off so I can just kind of like celebrate Halloween and hang out. And then you're picking up Chaos at the Lazy Bones Bookshop. Oh my gosh, guys, we're having our own little book club here in the chat. We'll be doing that. Leandra, sounds good, Sammy. I think you were saying for like the haunted house, I think. It's an LGBT vampire novel. It is a bit chunky, but it fits like 3 prompts across my board, Spookopoly. Honestly, that sounds great. And the fact that we've got like an LGBT vampire novel, that sounds awesome. Saying hello to everyone in the chat. Sarah's here too. Oh, Sign Here by Claudia Lux for Paranormal Read, mostly black cover. You know who also is reading that this month? Brie from Four Paws in a Book. I was watching her TBR video. And so if you need someone to talk to or if you want to see what she's thinking of it, maybe keep track of her channel. Paco's here too. Hello, Paco. Oh, also, speaking of another readathon, so those of you who are doing Haunted House and you need to get out of the attic, Paco has a bingo board, a spooktacular bingo. So check it out. It's Disney villain themed, which will be really fun. Combining Trick or Treat with the Corn Maze. I know, it's so funny. When I was doing that, I was like, I can't just do a normal game board. And then I saw how many black cat silhouettes exist. And I was like, we could do something with this. There we are. Doing Trick or Treat, doing a medium mode, limiting myself to 3 prompts per book. That sounds perfect. And also, Stacy, I'm so glad you brought this up because you can be more than welcome to double prompts up in Trick or Treat. You can double prompts up in the Haunted House, Corn Maze. Be as restrictive as you want because that's kind of the point of almost building your own readathon. Do you want to be easier? Because maybe we're tired. It's the end of 2024. We only have a couple more months left. We need a break. Or if you're like, no, I got goals to finish, and that means you're going to be more strict with yourself. Paco's doing Trick or Treat. That makes sense, especially because, Paco, you're doing your own readathon. Trick or Treat. Yay. Yeah, the mood readers in the chat. I'd like to see it. Escaping the Corn Maze because cats. They're the only cats I will ever have. Oh no, Margaret, I think it's because you're allergic, aren't you? I think you're allergic to cats. Let me know if I'm wrong. I shouldn't be assuming allergies, but I think that might be why. On lunch break and have to get back to work soon, but I am working on my attic prompt. Ooh, with an assassin romance today. Lovely. That sounds great. Yeah, get out of the attic, help your Scoobies, start down the house. Doing the haunted house, yes, but wanting to do all the boards. I know, and I even said that to other people. Like, if in November there are a handful of readathons that are going to be happening in November too, but if you wanted to carry it over, you could always do another game board then too. You did say right. Yay, Ochizoku. I'm so glad. Oh, but Levy is also fine. Okay. I said Levy at first, and I was like, no, Leandra, you're going to read that name. And so I'm glad that I did that. Hoping to do trick or treat and escape the haunted house. Love it, Shayna. Doing all 3 boards, yes. But I'm also being more flexible with my time. Have 17 books I need to get through. Genuinely, it's so funny how like the end of the year is sneaking up on us, even though it's not. But it's only 2 months after October, and then, dare I say it, 2025. It's coming. Finishing off Daydream today. Ooh, oh my gosh! I'm sure that who is it? Brittany and Neva can't wait to hear your thoughts about that. Also starting Chaos at the Lazy Bones Bookshop. Oh my gosh, I'm feeling the pressure. I hope we all like it. There's too many of us reading it now. Now I'm nervous. The Haunted House, probably picking up Dream Quest of Velvet Bow. I've never even heard of that, Kate, as your first book. I love readathons because they introduce so many new titles to us. Pinar is here. Hello. Reading Daisy Darker by Alice Feeney. It's for a book by a new to me author with a house on the cover to catch a cat. Yes! Catch that cat. Not many people are doing that prompt for the house because of where it's placed. So I'm really glad, Pinar, that you're doing that. Also, Alice Feeney is someone I've been meaning to try. Got some book mail on this first day of October. Ooh, nonfiction books and a fantasy paranormal book. Great. It's more cozy fantasy romance. Okay. That's why I think it might be for me, because it's kind of cozy with, but the fact that it's, I don't know, cozy fantasy romance might not be for me. Cozy fantasy, yes. Cozy fantasy romance might not. Meanwhile, Paco is reading Dowry of Blood. Ooh, a vampire book. That one was really cool. It's very, like, I think, accessible to people who want to try kind of gothic classics without actually reading a classic. Hello, Jess. Good to see you. Also, Lada's here. Oh, my liefje. Who had it? Oh my gosh, Lada. Flood the chat with Dutch. Please don't, actually. Maybe people will be overwhelmed. I don't care, though. You can do it for me. I'm doing the Corn Maze, reading 5 Survive for the first Black Cat. Ooh, sounds good. And then you can talk to Nell about it, because I think Nell just read that for Battle of the Booktubers with this lady over here, our creator. Check out her channel if you want to know what Battle of the Booktubers is. Fantasy paranormal book I got is The House at Watch Hill by Karen Marie Moaning. I'm thinking starting October with this book. Sounds good. Saying hello to everyone, hoping to do all 3 boards. Had an amazing month doing Slayer Fest with Brittany. Sounds great. Started a few days early. Totally fine, Jenny. First book I DNF'd. You know what? DNF at will. We need to DNF. Too many good books. Social battery has been very low lately. Even feel like I've been pushing myself in my own sprints. Honestly, Paula, we all get that. So don't even worry. Take your time. We'll be happy to have you when you can be here. Doing the Corn Maze. Currently reading The Lives of Puppet by TJ Klune. Ooh, yes. Oh, for the more than 400. Sorry about that, Jess. Glad that you're doing it. Also doing Trick or Treat. Woohoo. Mood readers, indeed. Definitely heard me talk about my cat allergies. I was going to say, I don't think I'm throwing that out of anywhere. I'm pretty sure you said that you were allergic. Literally also why I'm doing the Corn Maze. I want a cat. Listen, I don't have allergies, but I have the apartment life and I can't have a cat in it. But if I could, I would have all the cats. Hello, Jamie. Speaking of, I'm diving into the Trick or Treat prompts today with a stack of short vintage mystery novels. Great. If you're a cat lover, you shouldn't read The Human... Oh my gosh. Okay.
Noted.
Thank you, Jenny, so much. Appreciate it. Oh my gosh. Yes, good to have those content warnings. The House at Watch Hill is about a young woman who moves to Louisiana to inherit a large fortune in a Gothic mansion. Ooh, so like Southern Gothic? That could be perfect for those who like that. Wanted this year to be about finishing series. Haven't finished a single one. So putting on a final 3. You can do it, Alex. It's fine. I read the title of the book you are reading, and my mom is now hunting it down just because of the title. So good job. Lovely. She doesn't get excited about books much anymore. Oh, well, I'm glad. That's awesome. Not awesome that she doesn't get excited, but that she is excited now. Anyways, for our first sprint, I'm either starting The Chocolate Cobweb, by Charlotte Armstrong. I've been meaning to try that author, or Call for the Saint by Leslie Charteris. Interesting. Dream Quest is a Lovecraft-related novella. Oh, well. she's going to be reading Lovecraft this month, actually, Kate. So this might be something to add onto your list, Danny, if you end up liking Lovecraft's original stuff. I don't know. Finishing up the Lost Story from September, then we'll start the books I picked for the TBR Court Maze. Sounds great, Michelle. Michael's here too. Happy harvest. Yes, save the kitties. They need good homes. We'll be reading Celia's Song by Lee Miracle, as it fits for my first role on Escape the Corn Maze and is on my CanLit list. Great for Canadian literature, Mary. That sounds great. Hello, Christy. Finishing a library book, then going to start on Vanishing Girls for Escape the Corn Maze. Dinner made. Pork, garlic, so much mushroom. I'm a mushroom person, so that sounds lovely. Danny, you're not a mushroom person if I remember right.
I'm not. I'm okay.
Give me the mushrooms. I'll take all of these mushrooms.
I would not eat a dish if it has mushrooms in it, but it's not my favorite thing.
Yeah, I was like, I think we disagree on that. You're like, they're fine. They exist. Whereas I'm like, they are my like divine, like, what are they? Fungi, my divine fungi, I guess. Corn Maze with A Night in the Lonesome. Oh my gosh, what a title. For October, I am pretty sure I found this book in the comments on your last video. What? I love that. I love that we're getting recommendations between people. Only have 7 chapters left of Empire of Silence. And then I can jump into something spookier. Hello, Sadia. Reading The Nature of Witches. Perfect for the season. Still have my 5 extra black cats. I know, I was going to say, Jamie, you're living the life we all want right now. Like the corn maze, our corn maze is your reality, pretty much. So cute. You are well stocked indeed. Arugula. That sounds great. Collecting the black cats. I'm starting The Gin Waits 100 Years. Great. Danny, you've read that, haven't you? I think.
I have.
Nice. I think Nell had it for her book club too. Hello, Annika. It might be Annika. Let me know if it's Annika. Doing The Haunted House, reading Scythe. For your attic book because it fits the first prompt for Fablin. Yes. Woohoo. I'll take your mushrooms too. It's fine, friends. You know what? Ochizoku and I can just take all the mushrooms. It's fine. First sprint, you're doing some admin, picking up kiddos from school, then reading when you get back. Sounds great. Not reading the sprint. We're picking up my car. Dropping off a parent's truck. Sounds good. Got to talk with the mom, apparently. Yeah, right. Well, this is our final comment before we get into a sprint, friends, I promise. Hello. Good to have you, Bia. Only found your readathon last weekend, so of course decided to participate. I'm glad you could join. You already have a vlog idea. That actually reminds me. One of these sprints might have to just be a booktube watch because so many people have tagged me and I'm really grateful for that. So Bia, if you do vlog, please tag me so that I can go support you because I can't wait to watch that. All right. Well, on that note, we're going to start our first sprint, friends. We're going to be productive. It's going to be a good day. We should get 3 sprints in before we go over to Margaret's channel. But yeah, thanks for being here with us. And thanks, Danny, for being here with me. I appreciate it. Check her out. She's linked in the description. That's your homework for this sprint too. Okay, see you guys in an hour. Hello, welcome back. This is your first check-in. Check on yourself. Do you have water? Do you need a snack? Do you need a stretch? If you do, come back in 15 minutes and then we can get reading again, especially if you've been sitting for an hour. Let us know in the comments how you did. Before we tell you how we did, there are so many people that we have to welcome, and I'm so excited about it. We have Mel here, Mel Lenore, another official harvester in the comments. Thanks for the well wishes of TBR harvest beginning. Beatrice is here too. Hello, you're on your lunch break. I hope it's a good one. I love this. I now have to feed my 5 actual cats. Yes, Alexandra, priorities. Hello, Rachel. Also, Rose here. We've got Rye. Hello, Rye. Reading the 3rd Clown in a Cornfield. I read the first one. I never continued, not because it wasn't good, because I don't want anyone to die. I'm happy with those who survive. I'll pretend he never comes back. If you guys think I should continue, I will, but for now, I'm good. Also, Jack's here, another official harvester. Jack. Still have lots of work today, so thought I'd pop in and just say, hey, no worries, Jack. I appreciate you. We've got Wishes here. Hello. Currently trying to rescue my Scooby gang from the haunted attic. I'm reading Green Lights by Matthew McConaughey. Ooh, doing a nonfiction for this. I respect it. Jane's just joining. Hello. Looks like you've got a little time reading Whalebone Theater, which I should have read in September but didn't. Listen, October can be catch up. That sounds great. Bethany's hopping in from work to say hello, hitting the like button. We appreciate it. You got one last meeting of the day. I hope it goes well. Currently writing the weekly quizzes and watching the ball game between Houston and Troy. Sounds great, Rope Crewman. Love to have you. And then we've got Christina reminding us to hydrate, reminding us to just take care of ourselves, which we appreciate always. Thank you for being the heart of our community, Christina. We appreciate it. Meanwhile, Glenn does our welcoming committee, which I also love. Sleeping Beauty awoke at the kiss of a scientist and expired at the fatal puncture of his syringe. What? You gave a few more Ochizoku later on, and I was like, what are these like phrases? I love it. I gotta try more Ray Bradbury, actually. I've only read one book by him. It's not an easy book, both themes and English, but wow. Yeah, oh my gosh. And I so much respect to those of you who can like read translations like into English if English is your like first language or whatever, and anything like that. Oh my gosh, multitasking, brain translating for you. I don't know how you do it. Also, Maggie's here. Presentation designing time. I know, Maggie, you're always working. You always have to do a project, but I know it's important. So good for you for being productive. Ooh, wanted to read Foul Days. Ooh. Well. Are you enjoying it so far, Danny? Actually, we'll pause here.
I am. It's very good. I'm very tempted at this point just to go and buy it, but I'm going to hold off. But yes, the sequel is out. It's either at the end of this month or maybe early next month, but yeah.
Okay. Sounds good. Also, Jen's here. Hello, happy October. You're at work, though. Nearly finished with Golden Age Biblio Mysteries. Oh, a story collection from American. Jen, you and I, we both probably have the same library as far as like our personal library because I own that book too. Let me know if I should read it. Once that's done, you'll be rereading Halloween Party. Yay! Yes, because that's for our only Christy in the book club. Sounds great. Pumpkin on the cover. Yeah, that one was really hard. Sorry, friends. I didn't realize how hard it was until I had to do it myself. Meanwhile, Margaret picked up the car. Great. Gonna lie down, take a nap. Oh, great, because then you're gonna be on screen all evening. So that's smart. This is the other line. Borrowing from humans everything but humanity. Ooh, good burn, Ray. Good burn. on us humans. Also, Renee's here. Hello. Reading a faith book fail. Ooh, from my teen years. Oh, for a vlog. Oh, that sounds great. Paulina, hello. Working mostly, but reading a bit in breaks. Frenzied by Brandon Massey. Ooh. Also, Rally's here. Hello, you made it. Happy October to you too, Jamie. Just popping in to say hi. I know it's tough on a Tuesday, a random afternoon for those of us in North America. I appreciate you guys popping in, though. And Vanessa's here. Hi, Vanessa. Hope you're doing well. Audiobook reader for Lazy Bones Bookshop is just awful. Oh no! She sounds like she used to read Coming Up for the Midday Business News. So I will say that the audio, because I'm immersion reading this, and it is like the classic cozy mystery voice narrator, I think, which is fine. I'm still really enjoying the story. Like, I really love the puns. I'm really liking how like bookishly punny it is, but also like October, autumnal, spooky season. Like there's a cafe called The Walking Bread, and I find that hilarious. Like all of the shops are very like punny. It's a great time. There's a character named Colby, and her parents own the Ghostly Gouda, and it took me a second to be like, she's named after a cheese. A lot of times I'm not really to put a pun in myself. I'm not usually into the cheesy stuff, but I find it very funny. I'm really liking it. But as soon as I started listening to the audio, I was like, this audio narrator is not going to be for everyone. So I totally get it. I'm lucky that I've got the physical copy, so I'm not as distracted by the audio. And then, hello, Courtney. Hope you're doing well. We've also got Sarah here. Happy harvest. Yes, we're harvesting crops. We're harvesting organs. Whatever your taste is, it's great. And then Sam's here. Hello, Sam. Woohoo. Okay, we have reached the hellos. But yeah, I ended up getting 50-ish pages into this. It's been really quick thanks to the audio. And yeah, I'm not as bothered by the audio narrator, but I feel like if people don't want the generic cozy mystery audio narrator, then that's going to be tough for them. I'm shocked. I'm not a cozy mystery person, but I am liking it. So, and we just found the dead body, which is great. Love it when we finally find a dead body. So yeah. And then also, how far did you get into, Danny? Did you end up like reaching a certain goal, a certain percentage?
I got to 42%, and I'm having a good time. There's when I started reading for this sprint, we were in the main character's house, and there's all these ghosts in the house that you get to interact with, and one of them is a kitchen ghost.
A kitchen ghost. What?
She keeps things from rotting throughout the year, and she has this not frying pan, like this rolling pin, and it's described that she keeps the rot away by like literally fighting these rot monsters.
Oh, I love that. That kind of like almost makes it like a cozy, humorous kind of book. Like, is it deemed fantasy? Is that what the straight genre is?
Well, it's fantasy romance, actually.
What? Oh, I missed that. A fantasy romance. Ah, interesting. Because I've been intrigued.
It also has like mystery elements and horror elements, though. So it's really like a really good blend. And it is cozy with certain aspects, but it's also very dark in others. And so I don't know. I'm enjoying my time. It's good.
I do like the blend of that, when you've got cozy vibes, cozy elements, a reprieve, and then suddenly things get really dark, and you're having to balance that. I've read a few fantasies this year that have done that, and I've like really liked it, because I think too much cozy is too much for me, but then also too much darkness. I'm like, please, where is the sunshine? I need something. So yeah, I totally get that. Also, congratulations, Lotta, on finishing your book. 4 stars. Awesome. Yeah, everyone is getting really far, or at least like making some progress. I know that some of you were saying that you didn't get very far, maybe you only read a few pages. That's okay. Meanwhile, some of us are able to knock stuff out because no distractions. We don't have life distractions, food. I have to do food distraction next time, though, because I am hungry. My stomach was growling, and I was like, I need to eat. But anyways, yeah. Seriously, I'm like, my stomach is growling. Like, I'm so hungry. I've got some leftover pizza, so I think I'm gonna have pizza for a later lunch. Oh, I see in the background a little dog. Is your dog just getting in there?
Yeah, he snuck in.
Snuck in. We welcome dogs too here, even though we're trying to collect the cats. Don't know if I'll finish another sprint. Had the night shift last night. Oh my gosh, Alex, feel free to go to bed. The night shift, I understand. I was raised in a household where one of my parents did the night shift all throughout, so sleeping during the day is necessary. So don't even worry about it. No, this is mildly silly, but I've spent weeks deliberating over which board to use. Finally decided today I want to do all of them. Honestly, a lot of us are doing that. We're just, hey, pick and choose, jump around, do the prompts you want, collect some things for Halloween night, collect a couple cats, get through part of the haunted house. I mean, it's a great place to be on Halloween. So maybe you don't want to get out of the haunted house. Just stay there and like hang out. That's fine. 28 pages. That's great. You're reading Last One to Die. Ooh, is that? I think that might be a Richard Osman book, Riley. Let me know if I'm wrong. Read 2 short stories for Ray Bradbury. Awesome. And oh, are you talking about? I love how he portrays the people, and it's a bit unnerving. Interesting. Only read for 5 minutes. Oh, had to do dinner. Understandable, Annika. Totally get it. Attempted to make some tea. Realized I don't have sugar or honey. You still could have tea, but it just wouldn't be as, as lovely. I get that. Page 536 of 670. Very close to hitting that like 100 pages left mark, Christy. Martian Chronicles and Fahrenheit 451 are the 2 Bradbury books I've read. I read Fahrenheit 451. That's the one I've read too. Dyed your hair a few days ago. What? The plan was to redo my red hair, but it turned violet. Violet's fun. Violet is perfect for the season, actually going into fall. Oh, I'm going to have to check it out. See it in like your next videos, how it looks. I'm sure it looks great. Love that you do such long sprints. Oh, thanks, Monique. I know it's not for everyone. Some people like can't focus. And for me, I always say, hey, set your own timer for 45 and then give yourself a 15-minute break. Do what you got to do. But yeah, I think it's nice. It makes us feel immediately productive. And then we can kind of chat and relax. Y'all read C.S. Picot. No, author of Captive Prince. Political fantasy. Well, that's a good recommendation for those who like that. Hello, Jill. You're off work. You're reading Veer Wong's Unsolicited Advice for Murderers. This one I've been meaning to read because I've seen so many positive reviews for it. I don't think anyone's not liked it. Books need to get down to business to defeat the puns. Yes, cheers. Honestly, we need the puns. We need to defeat them, but also just embrace them. It's fine. Listening to A Dowry of Blood. Grace, you aren't alone. I believe it was, I think, Paco. Paco, did you say you're reading A Dowry of Blood? Perfect for the season. Decided to escape the corn maze. 7 prompts, 9 books. Very nice. And then Atlas 6 is for mostly black cover. Hello, Dimensional Mystery. Woo, your titles, your name is awesome. Reading Throne of Glass to finish up my Aurelium reads before I officially join this readathon. Sounds great. You won't even be late. And even if anyone wants to join like halfway through the month, if they've got other things going, join then. Totally fine. Around 100 pages left. Oh, and then you're going to switch to Invisible Life of Addie LaRue. I know somebody who loves that book. Woohoo. Both of those books sound interesting and fun for Halloween. Yes. Just over 100 pages left of Tress of the Emerald Sea. Love it so much. It's on my potential TBR for this month. Also a book that Danny really likes. 9:30 p.m. here, so you might have to, oh my gosh, no worries. Again, thanks for being here for as long as you can. You can always do the rewatch or like eventually join other people's sprints because we'll be hosting sprints all throughout the month. Reading Between Never and Forever, by Shane Rose. Not sure if I should DNF. Oh, but you're 70 pages, not liking it. I would probably DNF if I'm not liking it by 70 pages. Some people wait until 100. So it's up to you. Yes, congratulations. Agreed. Too much cozy gets cheesy. There needs to be a reprieve. Unless someone loves to escape into the full-on cheese, do it. Like some people love ultimate coziness. Totally respect that if that's what you need in your life. But for me, I'm just like, I need something else. Finished Vampires of El Norte. One day too late for, the Mystic Readathon. That's okay. It was worth it probably to read it. No reading just yet. Trying to decompress from work and gym. Stuffed. Ooh, okay. You had lefse recently? It's a Norwegian bread. Yeah, I bet that was filling actually. And then, no, it is Cynthia Murphy. I like her scare thrillers. Okay. I was thinking the wrong book. Today you learned Bradbury wrote 451. How did I go this long not knowing that? You know what? I mix Bradbury up with Orwell. I don't know why, but it like Fahrenheit 451 and then 1984, probably because numbers. They've got numbers in them, and that's it. Speaking of, I haven't read 1984. Well, I tried it, and I DNF'd it. I might try it again later. It's fine. Yay, Tennille's off work. You need to meal prep. Well, I wish you luck on that. Everyone's saying hello. Hello, Livia. Welcome. I hope your evening's going well. You're reading the September house. Oh, maybe we shouldn't celebrate. Are you enjoying it? First, liking it. You've got two fans here of the September house. We both love it. So, yeah. Still sleepy. Oh, hey, Jess. Good morning to you. I'm sure it's quite late or quite early morning for you, actually. Yeah, Sarah, DNF it. Good for you. Same. Let me pause this just for a second because we only have a couple more comments. When you were talking about Bradbury, I was thinking Orwell. Yeah, seriously. Reading 1984 right now. Well, I'm glad I mentioned it. Meanwhile, Ochizoku loves 1984. I feel like I might have to retry it. There were just some elements that I didn't think aged well, and for me, it was hard to keep going through it, but I could probably respect the themes. But it's a while and didn't catch its sprints. Not loving it, but it's not a long. Yeah, it's a really short classic. So, well, in that case, again, not your final reminder, but before we go into the sprint, check on your water, get a snack. That's what I'm going to be doing. And yeah, good luck in this next sprint. We've got 2 more to go. So after this one, we'll have 1 more. We'll remind you then that we're moving over to Margaret's. But thanks everyone for being here and happy sprinting. Welcome back, everybody, as I scramble to put myself on hold for a book that I was just notified has been added to my library. No, I have too many holds. This is the worst. Now I have to like rearrange things and try to figure it out. Oh my gosh, the stress, friends. This is live. This is happening live. What to do? What to do? Okay, I'm going to have to just cancel the hold for something. It's fine. That's a book I can get to on a different day. Where is it? Oh my gosh, I can already feel everyone else putting themselves on hold for it. Okay, no, we're good. Nothing changed. Oh my goodness.
Are you going to tell us which book this is, or do we not get to know?
Right, yeah, here. It's this one. I don't know if it's gonna actually like work for it, but A Grim Reaper's Guide to Catching a Killer.
Huh.
It seems really fun, right? Yeah. I don't know if it'll like zoom in. Oh, that might. Look at it. It's fine. Anyways, very excited. That's crazy that it just came in because it just came out today on the 1st. And so I was like, a library is going to borrow it. And I know a library is going to buy it. So
it's already at a 13-week wait on mine.
See, that I was like, I got to get to it. This one, if anyone wants to know, it's at Pittsburgh. So for my PA people, if you live in Pennsylvania, any area in that very huge rectangle, get a Pittsburgh library card. It's worth it. So yeah. Meanwhile, yeah, Danny, yours is always like when you look at it, you're like 20-week wait, and I'm like, oh my gosh. But sometimes you have a title where you get it right away, and I have to wait forever, and I'm just like, what are the chances?
And I bet the ebook. Oh, never mind. I was gonna say sometimes the ebook will have less of a wait than the audio, but the ebook has a 16-week wait.
Oh my gosh. And they came out the same day, actually. I think they both came out the 1st. So
now my heart. Like they're pretty good about purchasing more if they realize that there's a lot of interest. So we'll see. But
yeah, I can imagine that. But the reason, the person who I saw it on NetGalley, and then I never pulled the trigger. I didn't borrow it because I was like, oh, it's too soon. They're gonna say no to me. And then I saw that Katie, I Would Rather Be Reading, is planning on reading it for TBR Harvest and or for Fablin. It's like an option for her for the Act 1. So I was like, I need to see when I can borrow this. Oh, goodness. Okay, now we can relax, friends. It's a relaxing afternoon. It's fine. Didn't mean to stress you out after that nice calm sprint. Yeah, so Jess, that makes sense. 8:30 for you. I always assume it's like way earlier, but that was back when I used to start at 12 p.m. Judith's here. Hello, Judith. Welcome. Also, Sam is 45 pages into, I think 45 pages. You might be 45% into September House. Really enjoying it. I think I got my boyfriend to read it. Yes. It's a classic haunted house. You know, it's super fun, very campy. So there's a lot of humor while also, you know, the walls bleed. It's fine. If it's a short book, I often will finish instead of DNF. See, I'm such a embracer of the DNF unless there's a big reason why I'm continuing that even if it's short, I'm like, life is too short, even for short reads I don't want. But I respect people who can't, you know, who refuse to not DNF depending on, you know, what's going on. And yeah, I totally understand. Like 1984 probably has some really great themes in it. I get it. And the fact that it's creepy, a tad dark, I understand why people love it. There's a reason why it continues to be a classic. Also, Jesse's here. Hello, Jesse. Reading a horror novel from the 1990s, specifically 1990, The Revelation. I've never heard of this, but I love that you're reading that. And then also Puck's joined us again. Woohoo, work is done. Now you're going to read Wed, Red, and Dead, a cozy mystery. Today's cozy mysteries. That's what we're doing here. I know that, who was it, was saying that they weren't feeling this audiobook. And I think I also understand why. Everyone in the comments can provide their own thoughts, what they think about this. But sometimes if the voice doesn't match the character in a certain way, like either by accent or by like the sound, like age-wise, I know we're really bad at guessing ages, but I feel like the voice narrator sounds older than this character. Like this character is meant to be in their 20s, like I think in their late 20s, and she sounds just more mature. Like she sounds older. Like obviously if you're in your late 20s, you are also an adult. You are mature as well. But it sounds like she might be older, and so that could be tough, especially because it's first person. So it being first person, the voice is meant to be the main character. I don't know. I think that could be the case. But I am about to start chapter 12. I'm only a couple pages shy of page 100. So I read 100 pages today, which is great. Had pizza. It was delicious. Are we surprised? And I'm still having a great time. I totally understand the audiobook not working out, which really stinks, especially if you only have access via audio. But I'm really enjoying the Halloween feels. Like this is such a Halloween, like, you know, they're really injecting in every place. Every place they can have a theme, they're throwing it in, and I'm finding it very funny. The person who died, he was found on like a park bench in like a maze, and he had a pumpkin on his head, like a jack-o'-lantern on his head. And I was like, that's very kind of quirky, but also kind of creepy. Like imagine him getting up and like being zombified. It'd be very creepy. But anyways, how did you do, Danny?
I got to 52%, and we've had some visitations from some pretty well-known Slavic folklore individuals. Do you know who Baba Yaga is?
Yes, I thought there's a book I thought to read. I can't remember the title, but it also featured that. Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it's actually her or if it's her ex-wife.
Oh,
Because there is like, is she supposed to be this? The person in the book is supposed to be this really powerful witch, but her name is not Baba Yaga. So I don't know if it's actually supposed to be her, but it mentions that she got the house on chicken legs through a divorce hearing. And so I'm like, is this
a divorce hearing?
And then we just got through a dance party. They're currently in a graveyard, but we just got through a dance party with monsters where the monsters will make you dance until you die. And one of the characters found out that, well, he essentially proved that he couldn't be enchanted. So now there's an additional mystery in the story.
Ooh, Hocus Pocus-esque, you know, where you're making people dance. And oh, I really like that. Interesting. Well, we've got some people reading, grabbing the kiddos, being productive. Also, Denise joined us. Hello, Denise. For the corn maze / trick or treat, you started We Have Always Lived in the Castle. Ooh, and you're going to collect the first 2 cats for that. I want to read that. That's one of the Shirley Jacksons I haven't read yet. Also, Maddie's here. Hello. Finally able to jump on and say hello. I actually am going to be a guest on Maddie's Sprints next Tuesday evening. So if people are interested, go check out her channel, you know, all the good stuff. Glad you could join us. Took a shower, now at page 38. Oh my gosh, it has 614 pages. So still a long way to go. But you know what? Even 1 page further is progress. Time for the library shenanigans. We love library shenanigans. Oh my goodness. I'm into it. There's also like all of these mentions of, even though the main character is a bookseller, she talks about how like everyone deserves access to books, and like the libraries are a place that we should support and allow like for everyone to be able to read a book even if you can't buy one. And I was just like, so I think this author has just won me over. You know, like she's basically writing to me, so I don't even care if she doesn't write well, but I think she is writing well, by the way. So anyway, I just think I'm a bit biased because I just love all of the bookish stuff. Worked on one of my October art things. Ooh, great, because yeah, like October art challenges. That sounds great. People are home, so we will see if I actually stay productive. You know what? Social productivity. That's what I call it. 50% into Chaos at Lazy Bones Bookshop. I'm listening to the audio, and it's pretty slow narration. Oh yeah, honestly, I'm taking my time, and I mean that, and I'm listening at 2 times speed. Like I'm just taking my time, physically reading, listening. So yeah, Shayna, I agree. The fact that you can listen at 2.3 though, it's you feel very fast. You're like, I'm speedy. And then you suddenly read a book where someone's speaking really fast and you're like, okay, 1.25. What are they saying? Like they're speaking in the language I know, so I should understand. Anyways, worked on meal prep, was working on updating Pokemon spreadsheet. Oh my gosh. All of you who are continuing Pokemon, I respect it. I had a plan. I was going to be really diligent, and then I fell off. But that's also a great year-long read-along that Meredith created. So everyone should be aware that that's happening. If not, go check her out. 52 pages of Addie LaRue. Wow. Ooh, and then you're preparing for bed. Totally understandable, especially because it's a lot later for you. 40 pages for Camilla. Have 3 chapters left in Empire of Silence. Breaking my heart. Danny is nodding. Yes.
It doesn't stop.
It doesn't stop. Oh no. Oh gosh. Okay, good to know. So anyone who's looking into this, just prepare yourselves. Less than 100 left. 14% into the Children of Gods and Fighting Men. 14% of my book, 50-ish%. Ooh, okay. So now you're 50% total. Still don't really know how to feel about it. Sometimes that works in your favor, and sometimes it doesn't, So keep trucking, Annika, and then let us know when you know how you feel. Phew, finished writing half my quiz. Woohoo! Write the other half in an hour for now. Just read one piece. That sounds like a great treat. Yeah, especially after working on that quiz. Felt so sleepy all of a sudden, slept and woke up, saw some of the Spookopolython reading sprints. Missed these. They were at 4 a.m. my time. Oh my gosh, the craziness. And also just the fact that we're all in different time zones and we all want to participate and hang out at the time. We won't always be able to be at all the events, unfortunately, just because of how time works. So now you're watching the playback for the Spookopolython. Nice. Finished Bespelled, had a crazy cliffhanger. Now working on my September wrap-up. Ooh, Steph, I hope that the next book is out or will come out soon. I know you were talking about it. I think you said that it was coming out soon. Read 50% of Demon Slayer, Volume 14. Great, Judith. Completely forgot that I put the Canva app in my self-care folder. Makes sense as I only ever use it for TBR spreads. Yes, you're like, where is Canva? It should be here somewhere. What the heck? Ooh, Invisible Life of Addie LaRue is on your TBR. Love that Halloweeny cover of see, that's the thing. It's just the Halloweeny cover is really fun. And then the back. Oh, and she has a huge Pyrenees dog, which is just really sweet, named Jack, from Jack Skeleton. So also really fun. It's just a fun book. I'm really enjoying it. Ooh, page 146 of the September House. Slavic, I have been summoned.
It's very good. I would recommend.
Oh yeah, it was one of my favorite stories when I was a kid. My dad did a great reading of the story. Oh, I love that. Oh yeah, houses are amazing. Love those. Wow, crowd favorite. Everyone, check out Foul Days then, because obviously you'll get into it. Had a good nap. Now I'm back. Sounds good, Margaret. And again, literally in about an hour, we're going to be going over to her channel. So awesome. You're ready for your sprint starting in just 15 minutes. Oh, Sarah. So again, people who are here, obviously you love sprinting. Check out Sarah. You can sprint hop. That's always encouraged. Just remember this was happening now. Reading The Company of Witches. Just getting into the setting and characters. No worries, Una. You can hang out with us for another hour. Read about 50 pages. Great. Native languages, check. That's why I picked up on the Slavic folklore mention. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. A friend of mine, she studied abroad in the Czech Republic, in Prague. So I was able to visit her for a little bit. Honestly, beautiful. I listened to the first chapter of Chaos of the Lazy Bones on audio. Wasn't feeling it. So I think that's the thing, friends. If you want to try this book, the audio will be hit or miss. Do a little taste test. Read a chapter, see if you're into it. And then if you can't, don't let that stop you from reading it, because I actually think it's quite good. It's just that the audio will be iffy for people. I'm glad we're talking about it. I'm mostly passively reading for Pokemon. Oh, right. So just being hey, did I get something? That's a good idea to do it. Luckily, I found the Italian audio. Ooh, awesome. And that's for, is it Addie LaRue? I'm assuming, unless you're talking about a different.
I think so.
Trust.
I don't think so.
I don't want to further congest you. I think that's very funny.
I don't think so. I think it's most. I don't want to give bad advice. Yeah. I'm pretty sure it's a very tame and really lovely story. So if anything, you would happy cry. But I don't think I did at that book at all. So I think it'll be fine.
That's good to know. 20% into Black Sheep. Ooh, by Rachel Harrison. Not the only one, Sam, who's reading Rachel Harrison today, but at work, so not doing much reading. Next book doesn't come out until 2025. So now you're just with the big cliffhanger. You just have to wait. Took a break from that sprint. Oh, fell asleep. Played games. That sounds great. Hitting page 100 pages in The Ravenous Dead. Oh, that's by Darcy Coates, actually. So who I read, I finished my first book by her this past week, past year, thanks to Brie, and I liked it. I think I actually might try that book. Read 20 pages of The Atlas Six, now at page 100, planning on, and then there were none, and Agatha Christie. It's a classic thriller. Come on, even if you're not that impressed, clearly a lot of people stood on the shoulders of Agatha Christie. Loved Addie. The foiling on her name on my copy had partially worn off. Oh, just because you're just like, handling it. That we're meant to handle books. We're meant to kind of wear them out. And then thank you so much for this link. I really appreciate it. Also, here's Margaret's kickoff sprint. These will be directing you right to there. But if you know you're going to be like doing other things for a couple hours, it might be nice to keep this if you do leave us in the next sprint. And yeah, of course. I hope that you sleep well. I know you said that it's 11 p.m. for you. So, yes, relax. We'll see you next time. And yeah, sounds good. Okay, let me put up the banner so everyone knows that is the last sprint for this channel. But as you can see, as we're reading it ticking by, it will redirect to Margaret's when we come back. We'll have like maybe a 10-minute chat, and then we'll go over to Margaret's. So woohoo! Thanks for hanging out with us. If you have to leave before we switch over to Margaret's, totally understandable. And we just liked having you here as long as you could. Okay, happy sprinting. Hello, welcome back from that final sprint. We're going to have a quick check-in because we don't want to miss the beginning of Fablin's kickoff sprints, but I really wanted to quickly address the people who've arrived. Maggie rejoined. Nicole joined, another official harvester. Very exciting. We lost Monica. Totally fine. It was late for her. We got Amal to join. We also got Neva. We got McKay. We got Hannah. Who else did we get? I saw a few people finished or are leaving. Totally fine. You know what? All good. Yes, this is the right way to react to Nicole being in the comments for sure. And then I saw discussions of groceries, productive things, going down a rabbit hole. It all happens. Also, Michaela joined. Hello. Just in time for us to switch over, which is great. And yeah, really lovely to have you guys here. Thanks for just being awesome. I know that Teresa also just joined. Hi, Teresa. We'll see you over at Fablin. Of course, Jojo, always great to have you to be there for your morning. Also, Brian is here. 10th ton man. Hello. I'm glad to see that everyone did really well. Finished Becca's sprints. Great. Did nothing. That's fine. You did things. You were able to catch up, so that's great. Read a chapter. Awesome. Jumped in mid-sprint. Read a bit of Horror Store. Ooh, that's on my list. I'm just attracted to the cover. It looks really great, Gem. So good to have you. Only read 4 pages. No worries, Denise. You ordered pizza. That is important. Read Paladin's Grace, about 30%. Yes, everyone, I know exactly every single book Danny has read. Every time I read that, I'm like, Danny's reaction. What's Danny's reaction? But quickly, let's pause so we don't forget to say how we did. Danny, how did you do?
I got to 62%, and we just found out a pretty big mystery in the book, so that's fun.
Ooh, still dropping things, big reveals to come. Love it. I ended up realizing that I'm at about page 150. I only have 100 pages left. I'm already so close to the end. It's just been a very cozy time. This is 100% cozy mystery, not for everyone. I think if you're a cozy reader, you love it, and I'm just really happy that I'm enjoying it. It's been a good time. A slice of life narrative, I would say, is primarily what cozy mysteries are. So yeah, speaking of going over to Fablin Sprints, got some bookmarks packed, cleaned my room, awesome. And Margaret, we will be seeing you on camera very soon. Very productive. Yes, Nicole. Everyone, make sure you're also subscribed to Nicole because she's an official sprinter. She'll have sprints on her channel. No reading for Dimensional Mystery. That's okay. Got ready for bed. Cuddled the doggy. Oh my gosh, the most productive of productive things. Going to have to leave here. No worries. It was really good to have you. Hazelnut. I'm always going to call you Hazelnut. Read up to page 150 of And Then There Were None. Ooh. Agatha Christie. This is the time of the year for her like thriller spooky stuff. Danny has a new video on her channel. Yes. When did you post that? Has it just been up and I just have never talked about it?
I posted it at 1 my time, so 2 your time. Yeah, so when we started.
I have an embarrassment. I should have known that. Well, we all know that that's what I'm going to do in the first Fablin sprint. I'm going to go check it out, round 4. I already know who they are, but I'm still going to watch. I'm excited. Yeah, of course. Thanks for being here, friends. Chapter of One Piece sounds great. Watch the end of a game, also great. Crash Bandicoot, awesome. Got to chapter 8 for Sadia. That's amazing. Finished Demon Slayer Volume 14. Great, Judith. Now you can move on to Volume 15. That's what I'm assuming is your plan, potentially. And yeah, this is probably where we're going to leave you guys. We're giving you a few minutes to prep, maybe fill your waters, grab a snack before Fablin sprinting. It's going to be a really good time. I'm excited. And I'm already proud of myself because not only do I only have 100 pages to go in my first sprint, or my first book, I should say, for TBR Harvest, I'm also 100 pages to go for my first Fablin book. And yeah, thanks so much, friends. Really good to have you. And we'll see you around the internet real soon. Okay, again, hold on tight. Make sure your seatbelts are secure because we're going to travel. Okay, everyone? We'll see you over there. Bye.